Welcome to Channel 97 News. I'm Josh Hansen.
And I'm Martin Ramstone. Students at BRFHS have the opportunity to make a difference in young students' lives through the BLAST program. The story, here's Josh Hansen.
Some high school students are getting the unique opportunity of impacting the lives of elementary school students as part of the Black River Learning After School Time, better known as BLAST. The high school tutors help students in grades 1 through 5 with their homework, as well as serve as role models for the kids to look up to.
Well, I guess the high schoolers a good chance to get some experience, to find out if they want to go into education. Plus it gives the kids role models to look at, to work with. Kids really look up to the high school kids, whether they're males or females.
The tutors not only help with homework, they also supervise, and often, plan the activities that the younger students have a chance to partake in.
We try and make them educational, but we also want the kids to have a lot of fun with them. We want them up, moving around, hands-on. We don't just want to preach to them. So we try every day to have a different fun activity.
Activities, however, aren't always the easiest to control.
Some days are better than others. Like I usually have a room of 12 kids by myself. So it can be a long night, but it's usually pretty fun. Challenging, to say the least.
The tutors know that they need to keep the youngins interested, and they have found a pretty solid solution: food.
Activity time can be interesting. We either do a craft project, a physical activity, or make food. Usually food works the best because it keeps them occupied for the longest time.
Even though there can be some challenging nights and some challenging situations to handle, most tutors love the job and are happy to be a BLAST worker.
It's super fun. It is. It's the best job ever because you just get to have fun with a bunch of little kids and you get paid for it.
Wow, what a great program.
No, it's making a difference in a lot of students' lives.
Good to know.
Black River Falls High School got involved with not only a statewide event, but a nationwide event. Students and staff took part in Digital Learning Day last Wednesday, February 1st. With the story, here's Kristen Getter.
Digital Learning Day is a national celebration that highlights digital learning practices, helps save school money, makes learning more fun, and helps prepare students for new technologies and their futures. With the Wi-Fi policy being successful here at BRFHS, business education teacher Mary Burns says BRFHS has tried to incorporate more technologies into the classrooms.
I would say that it was a good way to promote technology in the classroom. It kind of made us all think about it a little bit more. And it's supposed to be kind of like a stepping stone toward like kind of an initiative to make sure that we're incorporating more technology into our lessons and into our classroom.
Burns thinks it's a good idea to integrate more technology into the school.
I think technology can be engaging, so it can be used in a way to maybe pique someone's interest a little bit more than a traditional lecture would, if you can or incorporate maybe some different technology pieces that we might be able to get to some of those students that learn in different ways.
Besides just helping students in the classroom, English teacher Julie Teedens thinks it will help students in the future.
I think it's really important to be able to learn that new technology now so that it's easier for you to catch on to the things that will be coming up in the future, because obviously it's always changing and morphing into something new. And if you learn the base skills now, it won't be that hard for you to pick up things in the future.
Overall, Teedens thinks Digital Learning Day was a good idea, giving some classrooms a head start with technology.
You know what? I think it was a good idea for some people. I think that for some people it will be a springboard, and I think that's good. I think that's really good.
Many of the activities included Twitter, Skype, PowerPoint presentations, personal devices, a school-wide poll, and even more. Though admitting the day's plans weren't perfect, having included a few technical difficulties, Teedens thinks the day was worthwhile.
I think that it went well for a lot of people. I know that there were some challenges and issues, but that only highlights where we need to go and what sorts of resources we need to focus on in the future.
Thank you, Kristen. We have a little reminder. When walking through the hallways during passing time, please remember to respect full traffic laws and full right-of-ways. Thanks!
It was a busy week for our BRFHS sports. Our men's and women's basketball teams played at the lacrosse center on Saturday in the Cooley Classic against Viroqua. Our men's team dropped to the Blackhawks by a score of 33-22. Our women's team lost a close one by a score of 32-29. The girls team also traveled to Loyal on Tuesday night and dropped another close one, 38-35. Our men's team looked to get back on track Tuesday in a non-conference game against Toma, but the Tigers came up short by a score of 52-41. Now over to hockey. Our men's team hosted Toma on Tuesday night and lost 5-1. They also welcomed Baraboo on Thursday and lost 5-0. On to our women's team. The Lady Tigers traveled to Viroqua on Thursday night and came out on top with a score of 5-2. With the winter sports underway, a team that gets overlooked is the dance team. Aaron Miles had a chance to catch up with them on their season.
Being a mostly younger team has been a challenge for the BRFHS dance team this year, but the team has handled it well. They have been the highlight at most home basketball games this year and were successful at competition. Under the leadership of seniors Brianna Amborn, Erica Olsen, and Brianna Egan, the team has grown and handled the challenge of being young quite well.
There's a lot of freshmen that I've met this year and taken under my wing as a senior. They're great. Everyone on the team is great. We all get along good.
The lack of experience can be frustrating at times, but the team is having fun and learning from mistakes made.
It's a lot of trial and error, I guess, because they have to get accustomed to how things are done.
The underclassmen on the team realize the importance of leadership and have tried to lead as much as possible, knowing next year they will still be young and face the test of having no seniors on the team.
We are trying to step up our leadership qualities up a little bit because next year there aren't going to be any seniors, and we aren't sure how it's really going to turn out because this year it was mostly freshmen and sophomores.
Seniors on the team have seen the younger dancers learn and grow and have faith they'll be good for years to come.
They're getting the hang of it just nicely, and they'll be a really solid group when the sophomores and freshmen this year are seniors and juniors.
This year, the dance team competed for the first time in the history of the team and were very successful.
Our routine went extremely well, and the judges accepted us pretty well.
Although being young, the team did great and had an enjoyable time at the competition.
We got first in our division, which was the novice division, but it was a lot of fun, and watching the other dances was awesome to see.
Social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter are revolutionizing the way we communicate in the 21st century. With new ways to communicate comes new dangers and precautions you should take. With the story, we go Sydney Harkman.
Social networking sites such as Facebook and Twitter are changing the ways we communicate. According to Facebook, 250 million people connect to their site every month. That is 250 million different viewpoints to deal with. Many students at BRFHS believe you should think before you post.
I think it's inappropriate to put stuff that's not good on there, like swear words. And I think it's okay to talk about what you did over the weekend or what's bothering you.
Students also don't appreciate the drama that comes without thinking before you post.
Because when people see that, then they get upset and it just causes fights.
It is recommended that if you see somebody trying to make a scene, just take yourself out of the situation by pausing for 45 seconds, then reevaluating it. Students also set up some guidelines with what is appropriate and inappropriate to post.
For Facebook, you don't want to post bad stuff on there because then other people will see it and then they tell their friends. I don't know. But it's good to know what the other friends are doing or when there's a game or anything about it.
So from BRFHS Publications,
think before you post!
Thanks for that.
Why, you're welcome.
Thanks for watching the program. Channel 97 News. I'm Josh Hansen.
And I'm Martin Ramstone. Stay classy, Black River Falls.